Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, we are going to discuss the fourth lesson from Flamingo, that is the Rat Trap, which was written by Selma Lagerlof, who was born in 1858 and died in 1940. He was a Swedish writer who was born in Sweden. The present story highlights that the essential goodness in a human being can be awakened through understanding and love. That is what the main concept, right? The setting of the story is Sweden, where iron is extracted from ores. It is about a rat trap seller who tries to earn his living by selling rat traps made from wires he gathers by either begging at the stores and farms or by stealing from somewhere. He had a hard life full of struggles and sufferings, which made him view or think the world around him negatively. He started developing a philosophy that the world was like a rat trap, where all the comforts like riches, clothes, food, etc., were like baits offered to rats, and the desire to enjoy these things would attract them into this trap. These thoughts became a habit for him, and he started cherishing in his new idea during his free time. That was his philosophy. One day, while walking along the road, he came across a small cottage in which an old crofter means here a farmer, was living alone. It was evening and he knocked on the door to ask the owner for shelter during the night. The rat trap vendor was welcomed wholeheartedly by his host, who not only offered him food and shelter but also engaged in a merry conversation with him. The host, who was an old man, that is crofter, without a wife or children, told the rat trap seller about how he used to work at Ramso Ironworks earlier, but presently he depended on his cow for his livelihood. He also showed his earnings of 30 kronors. Here, kronor is the currency of Sweden, okay, and he showed his earnings of 30 kronors to the rat trap seller, three notes of the 10 kronor bills to prove his point. The next day, both men set out from the cottage together, but the rat trap seller came back to the cottage in his host's absence after half an hour. He stole the 30 kronors and went on his way to somewhere else, right? He had stolen the 30 kronors from the crofter. The rat trap seller felt very impressed with his smartness. As he continued his journey, he entered a forest and felt lost, tired, and cold as the night approached. He felt trapped as he tried to find his way out, but he could not. And he then remembered his philosophy, that is, all the world is a rat trap. So here he had been trapped. What is the bait for him? Bait means here the food which attracts some. Okay, for example, if you want to catch the fish, you will give some bait, earthworm or some food. That is bait. Here also, this 30 kronors had become a bait for the man, for this rat trap seller, so that he is trapped. See, actually, while walking, he thought maybe if I walk on the roadside, the police might catch me. Like that, he thought, and he entered the forest. The forest was very big, and where the roads were twisty. Okay, and he could not come out. That is what the thing here. Yes, let's come back. And all the world is rat trap. And he was about to give up when he heard some thumping noises. See, he was about to give up. Yes, he thought, my God, my life is gone. So I'm trapped. I can't come out. He thought like that. And then he was about to give up. Then he heard some sounds, regular thumping sounds. And finally discovered an iron mill. He gathered all his strength and he moved towards the sound. And finally he came to that Ramso ironworks that was still in operation during the night also. He went inside to find a master smith and his helper working at the furnace. Furnace is a fireplace. The rat trap seller requested the permission to take shelter tonight. The smith had no objection about providing him a shelter for the night at the mill. After some time, the owner of the mill, an iron master, noticed the rat trap seller and mistook him for his old friend Niels Olaf. See this here. See, the ironmaster came and he mistook him as his old friend Niels Olaf, but he's not his Niels Olaf. at the regiment where he had served in the earlier years of his life. Actually, Niels Wolof and the Ironmaster worked in that regiment, that is army camp, and they both were friends. And in the night time, during this dim lighting, maybe the Ironmaster had mistook him as his old friend. But the rat trap seller, whenever this man had gone and asked, "Hey, you are my friend Niels Wolof. How did you become like this?" He said, here the rat trap seller considered this to be another opportunity for earning money, a couple of kroners, and lied that yes, things had gone downhill with me, something like that. He said, even though he was not Niels Olaf, even though he had not seen this man ever in his life, this man lied that yes, I am your friend, but things have gone down with me like that. He told. And then the ironmaster invited him to his house for a stay since it was Christmas season and said that he would love some company. And that was a Christmas season actually. That's why he had invited him to be the Christmas guest. The rat trap seller, finding his finding this overwhelming and uncomfortable, and refused to go to the ironmaster's house. The ironmaster then sent his daughter Edla Wilmansion. Remember this. This character is very important. Edla Wilmansion to persuade him to stay. As soon as she met the seller, that is Rattrap seller, she could understand that the man had done something wrong, like stealing or escaping from jail. See, she is very observant. She is friendly, modest. This character is very important. I told you, right? Yes, she is very modest and she is very observant and she is very friendly. She is persuasive, right? As soon as she met the seller, she could understand means what, she could understand that the man had done something wrong, like stealing or escaping from the jail. And she assured him in a friendly manner that he would be allowed to leave their house whenever he wanted. So she spoke to him in a friendly manner. My dear gentleman, my father told me about you, and I'm sorry for that. Please come to our home because you will be the Christmas guest for us, and you can go out of the home whenever you like. Like that, in a friendly manner, she persuaded him, and then he agreed. And they wanted him to stay only till Christmas Eve. He agreed and went to the manor house. Manor house means here the ironmaster's house, where he was treated with care and affection by his hosts. Yes, however, maybe with the words of Edla Wilmanson, he was impressed and he moved to that particular place. And there he was given good dress and all, everything. Okay. And the Ironmaster was feeling excited that, yes, my friend is coming like that. But whenever the man entered the dining hall with his suit and all, that's what will go. The next day at dinner, the ironmaster discovered to his shock that it was not his old friend, but a stranger whom he had invited to his house. There he had confirmed, no, he's not my friend. But this is daylight. He can view him clearly. That's why he could recognize easily. And then he threatened to turn him over to the sheriff and put him in the jail. So immediately he was angry and then said, "You cheated us. We are going to call the sheriff. Sheriff is none but the lawmaker. Okay, and I'm going to put you in the jail," like that, he said. Then the rat trap seller came forward and told him that, yes, Mr. Ironmaster, you think what are you thinking? All the world is a rat trap, and all the comforts that were like baits. And see, he told one more word also. If you put me in the jail now, next time it is your term comes and you will be put in the jail, like that, he said. So, listening to the words of the ironmaster, words of the raptor seller. The ironmaster was impressed, and yes, listening to these words, the ironmaster asked him to leave the house. As he was preparing to leave, the daughter had a change of heart and wanted the rat trap seller to stay back for Christmas, no matter what the conditions were. Yes, whenever he was about to leave, the daughter Edla Wilmansion came and said, "No, you shouldn't go," he said. And father told Edla, what are you doing? What the devil are you doing? Or what the hell are you doing? He's a thief, let him go. But she did not listen, right? And she told him, "Dad, we have invited him, we have offered him the Christmas cheer, and what is that? Now we are sending him out. This is not fair," like that. She said, and however, the ironmaster had convinced, but said, "You don't regret for his stay here," like that, she said. And then, therefore, the rat trap seller stayed back and spent Christmas with the ironmaster and his daughter at the manor house. And every time, what he had done, sleeping, 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 nowhere. he was comfortable, but here he felt comfortable. At night, after dinner, when it was time for presents, the daughter told him that her father wanted the coat worn by the Rattrap seller to be a Christmas gift for him. And she also told him that if he wanted to spend the next Christmas in peace, he was welcome at their house. He did not reply as he felt mesmerized by the girl's kind words and behavior. Here, this was really a turning point to the story. And on that particular night, she went to the rat trap seller and said, "My dear gentleman, so you can keep it with you. That coat which you are wearing, it is my father's gift for you on Christmas. And not only that, next year also, if you want to spend here, you can come and spend. That's really fine, and nothing, no one will object you." Like that, she told him, and he was really mesmerized with the words of this girl and the behavior. The next day, yes, here, the next day, the ironmaster and his daughter went to the church for early service. There, they had found out that one old crofter was robbed by a man selling rat traps. Yes, in the church, the priest might have announced that, yes, 2 days back, that man, this old crofter, had been robbed by a rat trap seller. Please help him. Like that, he might have announced. The priest might have announced. Then these people rushed. Okay, when they returned home, these people rushed to their home, realizing that that rat trap seller was the thief. These people came back to their home and they found that their guest, the rat trap seller, was gone, and he had left a present. And immediately, oh my God, he might have stolen all the things. These words said by ironmaster, but the valet, the assistant, had told him, no, sir, he had not taken anything. Instead, he had given a package. It is a gift for Edla will mansion. Like that, the assistant told. And immediately, that Edla will mansion opened that gift box. What is that? He had left a present for the daughter. The rat trap. What were the things inside the rat trap? And the 30 kronors he had stolen. That means one letter. In the letter, rat trap and 30 kronors. He had also written a note in which he asked the daughter to return the stolen money back to the owner, that is old crofter, its owner. So he had returned. And not only that, he also explained that it means here the rat trap was a Christmas present from a rat who was freed by their kind hospitality. He told, Madam, this is my Christmas present for you on Christmas Day. I don't want to trouble you by my rat trap seller manners, and I want to change my ways. Like that. Finally, he thanked her for changing him through her understanding and love. That is how he got the change, freedom to be like the captain. And what is the theme of the rat trap seller is? Rat trap is this story captures the essence of faith in humanity. Edla knew that the rat trap seller was not the person her father had assumed to be, and his intentions were wrong. Even though she knew, still she believed that her care and sincerity towards that person might make him believe in the goodness of humanity again. The seller always considered the world an evil place and compared it to a rat trap. But after facing Adler, he realized that he had a wrong perception towards the world. Thus, the goodness in him was brought out by showing compassion and love. That is what the main story of the rat trap. There ends the story, my dear students. If you like my video, please subscribe. Thank you.